Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk about our triggers to food. So I think almost everyone has some material things that they will run away to when they had a bad day, for example. Some addictions. So for some of the people it will be alcohol. Some of the people will find comfort in drugs. Some of them in sex, and some of the people find the comfort, the emotional comfort in food. So it is what it is, and what we want to do is to observe it, to observe our things that we find comfort in, and to try to understand them and understand ourselves better. So the first thing we want to do with our triggers toward food is simply to observe them, to recognize them, and to recognize the patterns, because they will keep coming back again and again. Which kind of situation makes us to go to find comfort in the food? And it also helps, of course, to practice mindfulness, to recognize what happens in our body in these situations. And from these patterns, what we want to do is to understand our problems. So if you will look at a certain situation, for example, it will be I had a really hard day at work, and I have some really hard clients, and when I come back home, I find comfort in the food, like late at night. So maybe the problem here is my job, or maybe you need to purify it a bit more. But we want to think with ourselves, to investigate what exactly are the problems that makes us to go for the food. And then when you understand the problems that brought you to find comfort in the food in these particular situations, then you want to face these problems. You want to try to solve them. And I know it's not easy to confront your difficulties, but I think this is a key point. To try to face your problems and try to solve them. It's a process, and it's definitely worth it. So in order to do it, you may assist friends, a therapist, a retreat, anything that will help you with this process, because it's not easy. But the only way to get a progress is, and especially in this step of facing your problems, is to take action. You really want to take action. Nothing in our life, especially for people with obesity, but also for everyone, nothing comes easily. And one of my teachers used to say, Patricia, that if you do not face your problems, if you just run away, then life will keep bringing you the same problems, just in a different dress. So it will keep chasing you. So you really want to confront your problems and to be active about it. And another thing you can do is to try to find another activities or another things that will fulfill your need of food in those situations. So basically those situations are emotional, and we want to find some emotional food, we call it. So it could be a book, it could be talk to a good friend, it could be go out to a party, to hang out with friends that you like, that you feel comfortable with them. Anything that, like, go for a walk, anything that will make you feel better with yourself. And you will see that if you will find those things and you recognize those patterns that are coming back, okay, now I had a bad day, I know I'm gonna go to the food now. Just go for a walk, call a friend, do something that will make you satisfied and not in a material way, and you will see that it really works. And finally, it's really important to approach all this process with a lot of compassion to yourself, to be easy with yourself. You know, it's a hard process. It's not easy to recognize these patterns, these cravings. We all have this, you know, bad days and good days, and we know that we're gonna find comfort in the food. We know that these are patterns, and this is habits that we want to change for life, and it takes constant practice. So you really want to be easy with yourself. You want to be your best friend and not your best enemy. This will help you in the process. Self-compassion. And you know, me, for example, yesterday I had a bad day, and I went to a dinner and I had pasta and pizza, and later on I had doner kebab. So it's quite a lot of food, but I recognize these patterns, you know, of myself. I knew that I'm going to go for the food, and eventually I did, but it's okay. I next time I will be better, you know. I recognize these patterns better and better, and you know, tomorrow is another day, and I ask myself what will make me feel better, or why I went for the food today. And I knew that to make another video will make me feel better for sure. So I make this video. So you know, it's really, it's a progress. You don't always, it's not winning or losing. It's a progress, and when you feel a hard time, it means that you're climbing. Remember that if you're struggling, it means that you're climbing, you're going up. So be easy with yourself, a lot of compassion. So to conclude our approach toward our triggers to food, first thing we want to do is to recognize these patterns that keeps coming back again and again. And after we did recognize the patterns, we want to understand what exactly are the problems that brought us to this situation. So it's going a bit deeper. And then we want to confront these problems, of course, and to take action, to be active about it. Another thing we can do is to find another emotional activities that will help us to prevent going for the food and will fulfill us emotionally. And of course, you want to do everything with a lot of compassion, and you want to be easy with yourself. This is the only way you can succeed in this life journey. So guys, thank you very much for joining me to this video today. I hope that you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.